Today we are exploring Ho Chi Minh City, aka the largest city in all of Vietnam. This is our first time in Vietnam, and let's just say we've never been anywhere like this. Last night we took a huge food tour where we got to ride through the city on motorbikes and try lots of local food. Now we have one day to explore Saigon on foot, and we are going to pack in as much as we possibly can. Let's do it!
We're Jill and Hannah. Last year, we quit our jobs, sold everything we owned, and moved out of our apartment in Nashville, Tennessee. Now we're setting off on a journey to travel the world for as long as we possibly can. Trying to cross the street here is crazy. There's like scooters everywhere. You just kind of have to go for it and hope nobody hits you. Nobody's done it so far, but it's a little scary.
Yesterday we were just on like a small road and it took us like a good 10 minutes to get up the courage just to cross the street.
Because there's never a good break. You just have to like run for it.
I try to follow other people.
Yes, we need a local to like guide us across every street.
The city is such a stark contrast from like everywhere we've been so far. It's huge, there's like massive buildings. One of the biggest differences is there's so many people buying like non-essentials. There's like fancy stores and everything, and where we've been so far, it seemed like it was mostly just like food and hotels and stuff to support the tourists. But this city is just bustling all by itself and it doesn't care that we're here.
Nope, it's kind of great. I've never been in a big city as big as this before, and I usually think I wouldn't like big cities, but like I'm enjoying it. It's like chaotic good with the busyness.
Definitely chaotic.
Yes. What's up, pigeons? This is such a cute little area in the city center. There's so many different colors of flowers everywhere. There's lily pads, there's pigeons. It's so cute here.
Saigon was once a French colony, so there's still a bunch of French-style architecture downtown, and the first one we're seeing is City Hall.
We were just standing under this tree taking photos of the building, and this man came over and brought us these two little like plastic chairs to sit on in the shade.
We were about to leave, but now I feel like we have to sit here for a couple minutes just to show that we appreciate the chairs.
I know, it was really sweet. Okay, it's been a minute, time to get up. I don't know much about French architecture, but this building does indeed appear to have a French flair to it.
Man, even on the sidewalks here, you have to dodge the scooters sometimes. I was looking down at my phone at directions and I look up and there's just a scooter coming right at me. Nobody is safe. Seems like the move for crossing the street here is you just put your hand up and go for it. Luckily we found a break though, so I don't have to do that.
No, we usually just wait for a break.
If there ever is one. Next up is the Central Post Office, which looks pretty similar to City Hall, but you can go inside.
There are vendors outside of the post office selling all of these beautiful pop-up letters, and what's crazy is they look handmade and they're so intricate. Check out the fancy post office.
This is a cool place, and since we've never been to Europe before, we're not really used to this style of architecture, so it's kind of a whole new experience.
It's fancy. There are a ton more postcards inside the post office, so you can just buy a bunch in here, fill them out, and ship them away to all your friends and family. They're just so beautiful. It's fun to get a little preview of like the rest of Vietnam that we haven't seen yet too. We just spent so much time looking through all the postcards and got these. Now we're gonna fill them out and send them back home to our family and friends.
That was so much fun. I love picking out postcards for everybody.
Me too. We've never, ever, either of us sent a postcard before. It was fun.
Because we've never been anywhere.
Nope.
Wow, the Notre Cathedral of Saigon is so beautiful. Just kidding! Haha, I didn't get you. If you're not a dum-dum.
Boom. Roasted.
There's supposed to be a Notre Dame Cathedral here that looks like this, but it has been under construction for several years now, and it looks like this. You can tell how long they've been working on this by all the vines growing onto the scaffolding too.
You can still view the sides of the cathedral, but obviously the 2 steeples in the front are the main attraction you'd like to see, so hopefully they finish the renovation sometime soon.
I think it would be really, really cool once it's done.
Yeah.
But who knows how long that's gonna take.
Seeing pigeons really makes me feel like I'm in a big city. Time to cross the street again.
Don't worry, this one has a stoplight.
I feel like we're walking through a tiny little baby Central Park right here. Look at it. It's a little baby Central Park.
Clearly we've never been to Central Park.
There are trees in the middle of a city place. Central Park. Look at all the traffic.
So we've just arrived at the War Remnants Museum, and right when you get here, right outside, there's a bunch of US tanks and planes and helicopters, so we're gonna have a look around. This giant thing is a bomb, and when dropped, it caused damage for a 3-kilometer diameter. I don't think I've ever seen these massive war vehicles like this, so seeing these things in person that caused so much destruction is just such a weird experience. These barbed wire cages, known as the tiger cages, were used for holding people.
So these things down here are replicas of prison cells. It was basically a pit with some metal bars on the top, and as a punishment for these prisoners, sometimes they would get sulfur powder thrown on top of them. It would sting their eyes, sting their lungs, and a lot of the people that stayed in these pits were very sick. That is just awful.
During the hot season, 5 to 14 people were kept in one of these little cells, and they were barely given enough food or water to stay alive, and doing literally anything, such as talking, laughing, or even coughing, was enough to get them severely punished by the prison guards. The ways in which these prisoners were tortured are so gruesome that I'm not even going to share it, but you can look it up if you want. We just walked through the exhibit of war crimes, where basically a bunch of American GIs went in and just massacred villages full of civilians, including women, children, everybody, for seemingly no reason. I don't think I can even show anything from what we just saw on YouTube, and I don't want to. It was horrific.
It was very difficult to go through that exhibit. Museums in the US don't show stuff like this, and it's very telling that countries here have war remnant museums, because these are the places where the wars happened. Like in the US, we learn about the politics and the logistics of wars, but you don't really learn the specifics of what happened to the people living in those countries at the time of the war. It's very eye-opening. That was definitely a bit of a tough museum to go through, but I highly recommend coming here if you're in Vietnam. Even just from the little bit that I learned in this museum, I feel like I have a deeper understanding of Vietnam and what a lot of the people here in past generations went through. So definitely recommend checking out this museum.
But we're gonna end this night and this video on a happy note. So we are on to the Skydeck. Skydeck! How much?
Okay, but you
100?
okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. We were gonna try to catch a bus to our next place, but this man offered us a scooter ride for less effort, I suppose, than trying to find the bus. So we're gonna scooter there.
You good driver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're riding together. This is so weird. With neither of us driving, this has never happened. There's no food up on the observation deck, so we had to go grab a banh mi from across the street, and we're gonna scruff it down as fast as we can because the sun sets in 30 minutes.
That looks really good.
That does look good. Look at all that. We've made it to the tower, and we're gonna go all the way up there. Wow. Look at it! Look at it! Oh my gosh, look at the sun. It's all hazy.
Holy
Ho Chi Minh is giant.
Okay, I didn't film in the elevator because that's awkward as heck, but we just went from the ground to up here in like 12 seconds.
To the 49th floor.
It's crazy.
So fast. The city goes on for farther than my eyeballs can see. Like, it goes past the horizon. What the heck? The city is so big. What the heck?
This viewing deck wraps all the way around the building so you can see every single angle of the city, 360 degrees. Super cool.
This is our view with a little interactive map so we can see what everything is. I see very, very hazy buildings out there. This tower, the Bitexco Financial Tower, used to be the tallest building in Ho Chi Minh. It's not anymore, but it still definitely gives you the best views of the city.
The city is just massive. It looks like this in every single direction.
I did not know it was this big.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for it. As Jill so eloquently put it, look at that concrete jungle out there. It is crazy. They have all these big binoculars all around the building too, so you can see way far into the distance.
City Hall's all lit up.
Aww.
That's where we started our day. Sick.
When you look through the telescope to look at the moon, you can literally see the craters on the moon. I don't think like my naked eye has ever seen that before, like not from a photograph. It looks so cool.
Well, this is definitely the biggest city I've ever been in, and I think the tallest building I've ever been in.
Yep, me too.
This place is huge and chaotic and crazy.
But like so full of life in a good way.
Yeah.
Even with all the craziness.
What was your favorite thing from today?
Oh, I can only pick one?
Yes. You have to pick one.
Okay, favorite for just being like cool is this right here, being up in this tower. Biggest city I've ever been in. I get to see it from the tallest building I've ever been in. Like from this vantage point, it just looks so cool.
True.
Runner up was the post office. Picking up the postcards, and then we got to write some stuff on them, send them to our family and friends back home. That was really fun.
I agree with both of those. And my other favorite thing that we did in Ho Chi Minh that was not in this video was our food tour. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video as well.
That was so fun.
All right, y'all. It's time for you girls to go crash.
Time to crash hard.
Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like and comment if you like this video because it really helps our channel. And stay wiggity!
Stay wiggity!
Oh my god, your eyeballs are huge.
You can see that?
Wait, let me put it on camera.
I see a red light.